Good. Okay, so to give the closing comments today, we have Professor Mugo. And Professor Mugo is a professor in the Department of African American Studies, and she is a distinguished American professor and one of my favorite people, scholar, activist, writer. And so I give you Dr. Micere Mugo.
Thank you very much, Ajua. Good evening, everyone. Oh, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I know, thank you very much. I know this has been a long day, but good, wonderful things have been happening here. I really do want to apologize for having intercepted in this manner, but we have a search candidate on campus from the Department of African American Studies. And I'm on the search committee. In fact, I'm a core member of the search committee, and I was supposed to be meeting with him and the other members of the committee at 6 o'clock. But then I had committed to this, and I wasn't going to let you down. So I asked Eli and the person at the desk here if I could just have 10-15 minutes to make my remarks and then leave you. Let me please take this opportunity to thank Eli and the group that has been organizing these sessions, this symposia, because they really have given us a chance to deliberate on very critical issues. I also want to say that what I heard when I was here this afternoon, I was in and out because of these double, triple commitments, was really very inspiring. Let me begin by just emphasizing one little thing. That we must not forget that systems of injustice have supporting institutions of the superstructure that reinforce the base, the economic system that is used to suppress, repress, coerce, as well as practice state repression. I say this because we must remember, as educators, as lawyers, as people in finance, possibly people who do journalism in the media, so on, that these institutions can play a negative or positive role. They can liberate, but they can also oppress and enslave. Same thing with this goes for education, it goes for journalism, it goes for religion, it goes for any institution of the superstructure you can think of. I say this because we now have a chance, following this conference, to act upon a lot of the issues that have been discussed here today. Use the institutions where we are based in order to create processes of liberation, alternative processes that negate the repression that we have been talking about today. So for action, how about writing to the newspapers on an aspect of this conference or other, locally or nationally or internationally? Number two, how about making an appointment with a radio station or TV station to discuss this very issue of state repression at a time when in actual fact we are being directed to think that oppression only comes from certain quarters? How about showing that there are many forms of oppressions that we have discussed today? Number three, how about getting an